is Darla Clarkson. I am the producer for No Fear Here Productions, as well as casting director, photographer, sound person, have many backslashes. I basically started No Fear Here Productions because when I came to Atlanta in 2010, they were just starting the entertainment business here. The movies were just starting to come here. You know, there were already some TV series being filmed here. Plus, I had seen that there really wasn't a lot of people that knew what they were doing in the Atlanta area. It was a big complaint at one point from people in LA and New York. If they were coming here, there wasn't a big talent pool of crew. And so I wanted to do something about that and make sure that we were learning the right way, that we were, you know, doing things to enhance our skills, so whenever those big productions did come to town, we would have the skills to be able to work on them. I, you know, really saw the value in having a team around me. But of course, I don't like the ways a lot of internships are, where you basically use and abuse people for 3 months or however long their internship is. And I didn't have the money to pay them. I was still, you know, finding my way. I was still doing a lot of free stuff, but I knew this is what I wanted to do, and if I was going to do it, I either had to get hired to do it or I had to do it myself. And you know, I have been hired to do stuff, but at that point it was just like, I just need to do stuff to prove what I can do, what I'm capable of. Decided I was going to have a group of people, a specific group of people that could do various things on the set, that we could do stuff together, we could all learn together, and really give them an opportunity to prove themselves as well, because I know I'm not the only one. You know, we just had so many cool people, and I knew that we needed to do a project together. And we have some people who like to screenwrite in our group, so why don't we all get together and create a project? So we had our first pitch meeting where everybody came and we tossed around ideas and finally came up with, there were 2 that we liked, so we put them together and created Just Breathe, which was our first internship project. We learned a lot, so in my mind it was a success. Everybody was very proud of it, just because, like I said, we finished it, we did it, they learned great. That really inspired me to really want to do something next level. There were a lot of people out there that really needed this and that were hungry for this, and they just wanted knowledge, and they were willing to, you know, do whatever it takes, the same as me. So I started with, you know, a basic group of people. I had all the major things covered, and anything that we needed, I would get somebody in. And we came up with this great idea for the final hour, which is in post-production now. We're screening that at Get Connected at the end of March. That second group of apprentices was there. You know, I really felt like I had something going on. I really had a lot to teach, and I wanted to expand it even further. So now with the current group that I have, everybody's so incredibly talented. You know, we just, the talent level, because of what had gone on with the final hour, again, you know, lots of people interested in it. So whenever people were looking at our website, or they were looking on Facebook and they were saying, okay, I see what you're doing, and they knew that we were putting out quality materials. And so the quality of the apprentices went up, and it was so much harder to choose with this go round. I had, you know, probably the same number of applicants, but you know, I chose more of them, but mostly because, number one, I felt like I really did need a full crew to accomplish what I was going to have to do this quarter, but also just because there were so many that were just so great, and it was hard to choose. So I picked, you know, the best of the best as far as I was concerned, and went from there. We have a writers meeting every Wednesday. We have camera department meetings. We have, scouting trips where we go and find locations. We have castings. We do everything together, and it's really been amazing to have that group, and they're so committed.
Well, coming to the writing meetings is really important because so many of us live so far apart that it's the only time we really get to all be together during the week and discuss what we've all been working on. And from a screenwriting standpoint, it's really interesting for me to see all the different pieces of the puzzle come together and see parts of the puzzle I was wondering about what they would be, how they fit in. It's almost like magic every time. It seems like everybody's stuff still works together, and the little things that don't, we're able to tweak, and it gets something better than one of us on our own would have gotten. As far as the process goes, for instance, figuring out characters, obviously everybody's going to pull on their own life to create characters. But it's really neat, the character bio process asks all these questions, like you're building a person, and it's so cool to go completely different from yourself and create somebody out of the blue. Now, I'm not visual, I'm very auditory, but when it comes to scripts, things play out in my head almost more real than trying to remember my day and seeing it. So it's just, there's like a really good connection for me in my brain about writing down what I'm seeing in my head. And I'm extremely organized, and I think that really helps too. Because basically once you learn the language of how to write scripts, it really just all flows together. If you know, this is my story beginning to end, I just need to put it down in paper in this form thing. It's like a puzzle, and it just all flows really easily. And I love doing it. So I love helping other people make their project the best that it could be.
One of the most exciting parts of my apprenticeship was doing the pitch meeting, where all the apprentices come together and talk about their ideas for their signature project. And my idea was actually the one that we ended up rolling with last quarter, which is going to be now known as the Final Hour film. So I'm really excited to see the people that are coming after me and pitching their ideas and sharing in their creative process, and I'm really looking forward to see how it all pans out for them, because that was so rewarding for me to be a part of that, and I'm just really excited for everyone else.
The pitch meeting is just one of those deals where I know it's going to be an explosion of just people's ideas and what they have in mind for shows and things of that such, and even me, I always come up with different concepts, different stories and whatnot, but I like to try to offer something new to the game as far as stories that's never been told, different scenarios. I would like to pitch my idea right now, but yeah, I'll save it for the meeting. But yeah, the pitch meeting, hopefully I'll be able to donate something to this, and as far as it being picked up, actually going about it, and people actually liking what I have. That's the whole thing, for me. I guess is just, whatever I do have or ideas that I have, maybe, hopefully it'll get looked into a little bit further. I mean, if not, it's all to the good, and I'll still work with it, whatever. It's production is just, I enjoy it, whether it's my story being told or someone else's. I enjoy it regardless. Just being a part of a production, just working, man, because there's nothing like working on something and then when it's done, sitting back and watching it and viewing it and letting other people see it work. It's something special. So
I'm real excited. I'm real excited to see other people's ideas. I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinking on my own to come up with some ideas of my own, because that's kind of, I feel my strength is helping others, and what I'm working on the most for myself is coming up with my own ideas out of the blue. Because usually I have lyrics or something like that as kind of a crutch to build a story around. So this is really going to stretch me to make me come up with ideas that are truly mine and not anybody else's.
And the things that are going to come about out of this whole, deal, that with me working for No Fear Here Productions, because I see the potential. I see the potential within this production company, within the people that I'm working with. I just hope that we can really stick this guy out and really, put our work in front of people who can make things happen for the production team.
We just had our apprentice pitch party. Everybody got together and we came up with our next group project, which is going to be amazing.
Well, the apprentice pitch meeting was a lot of fun. Actually, it was the most fun that I had so far. There was a lot of great ideas that were bouncing around. Everybody came up with, some crazy out there things that I wouldn't have expected to hear from, like a lot of really good ideas for feature lengths, and not so much short films, but the idea that I wanted to pitch was something that I've actually wanted to do for a really long time. So it was something that was very monumental in my life and something that has helped change me, and I think that a lot of people have had a very similar experience. I think a lot of people have had an experience in their life that has really impacted them in a way that they want to change for the better, and that was sort of what I wanted to go with this. And I just trying to come up with an idea how and give it more of a story was what I needed, and have gotten a lot of good help and a lot of good feedback with that, so I'm really happy. Didn't think that you know, it was actually going to happen, and you know, it's going to be weird to, you know, be objective about something that has been, you know, was very personal for me. It's going to be interesting. That, you know, in retrospect and in hindsight, the aftermath was really good for me. It helped me develop into the person that I am today. It's helped me come a long way. We're keeping it as close to real events as, you know, we can, and with logistics and everything. I think that, you know, there's been a lot of really good ideas as far as the cinematography and how things are going to look. I'm really liking what we're coming up with so far. I'm excited to see, you know, what the screenplay looks like and go from there. I'm kind of torn between wanting to step in and do everything and maybe backing off a little bit because I might be too overbearing. So I guess that's where everybody else will have to come in and tell me to either, you know, step up or shut up. You know, I already knew ahead of time that if this pitch were to be chosen that I would have to take more of an objective stance, and just want the experience and the emotion that came with it to try to impact the audience as much as possible. But other than that, I mean, we can go crazy. I think the pitch was chosen because a lot of people, like I said, it's a universal concept, and a lot of people can relate, having been into a situation similar, or that emotion, that feeling that you get is similar. I think that after people see the film, that it's definitely going to leave an impression on them, and it's going to hopefully leave an impact. It was really crazy. I really wasn't expecting such a positive feedback. I don't know if it was just the way that I told the story or what, but I'm really happy with how people reacted to it. That was really cool.
So far, everybody's just worked so well together. They get along, we don't have any drama, and then you're just, you know, respecting each other and really making each other look good and succeed. It really is a harmonious thing, mostly because that's all I tolerate. I don't want drama anywhere but the screen. The group has, you know, went far beyond my expectations. I'm amazed at how many talented writers and creators we have. And, you know, it's only going to get better as we get better. And, you know, I'm very happy with where we're moving forward. We've got a lot of really cool things coming up, some new things that we're doing that really nobody's doing in Atlanta. That's going to be coming out very soon. And then, you know, we're going to be doing a feature film at some point this year. That's in production, and also a SAG New Media project in the summer.